Welcome to episode number 8 of Spicy Saturdays, and in today's lesson I'm going to show you how you can create really awesome reharmonizations with this one really cool chord. Let's take a listen to it in action and then we'll jump into the explanation. Enjoy! How's it going? I'm Dave and my channel is all about helping you create awesome neo-soul, R&B and other modern sounds on your guitar. If you're new here and that sounds like your kind of thing, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you click the notification bell so that you're notified every single time I release a new video. So just a quick announcement, I've said it a few times already, but for those of you who don't know, on Tuesday my new book, Chord Charisma 2.0 is coming out. I'm really excited to share it with you. It's going to make all these advanced concepts really easy to understand. So keep an eye out on Tuesday for the release of the book. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at how we can use one really cool chord to start creating some really spicy reharmonizations. The chord we're talking about today is the major 7 sharp 11 chord. Before we take a look at how to use it, let's take a look at how to actually play the chord. We'll use a root note at the 5th fret. So we're going to play an A major 7 sharp 11 chord. Middle finger goes on the low E string at the 5th fret. Then ring finger goes at the 6th fret of the D string. So we're going to be skipping the A string, we're going to be muting it, okay? Little finger goes on the 6th fret of the G string. And then our index finger goes on the 4th fret of the B string. Now that 4th fret of the B string, that is our sharp 11th, okay? It's really important to know where that sharp 11th is, for reasons you'll see in a minute. Let's take a look at how to play a major 7 sharp 11 chord with the root note on the 5th string, so the A string. So this is going to be a D major 7 sharp 11 chord. So it's very similar. What we're doing is we're putting our middle finger on the A string at the 5th fret. We're going to skip the D string. We're going to play the 6th fret with our ring finger of the G string, 7th fret on the B string with our little finger, and 4th fret of the high E with our index finger. And again, that 4th fret up on the high E string this time, that's our sharp 11. So before we can actually use the chord, we've got to know what the melody is. So let's take a listen to the melody. Okay, so I've done a very simple C major pentatonic melody there. I purposely made it very simple so we can hear how much of an effect that the major 7 sharp 11 chord has on it. So we can use the major 7 sharp 11 chord literally anywhere we want over any note that we want. But we have to play the correct major 7 sharp 11 chord. So how do we know what the correct major 7 sharp 11 chord is? Well, we take the note in the melody that we want to play the chord over. So let's say the note in the melody was this 4th fret on the B string. That's a D sharp. This note would have to be the sharp 11 of the chord that we're adding to the melody. D sharp is the sharp 11 of A major 7 sharp 11. Okay, it's as simple as that. Let's do another example. So for example, let's take this A sharp here. So if this A sharp was being played in the melody, the A sharp would have to be the sharp 11 of the major 7 sharp 11 chord that we're playing. We'd play an E major 7 sharp 11 because the A sharp is the sharp 11. Okay, so that's why it's really important to know where the sharp 11 is in your chord, so that when the melody note pops up, you can just play the relevant chord to the melody note. Let's take a look at how I did this in this particular melody that you heard at the beginning. So we started off really simple, just playing a C, then an F major 7 chord. Okay, so we're going. When I get to this note, which is a D, I play the corresponding major 7 sharp 11 chord. So D being the sharp 11 of A flat major 7 sharp 11. Okay, so we played an A flat major 7 sharp 11 chord over this D. Luckily, the next 2 notes in the melody were already contained within the chord. Sometimes the notes in the melody after that particular note that you're playing the chord over they won't work so well over the major 7 sharp 11 chord. If you want to make sure it definitely works, you just play the Lydian scale with the root note of the chord. So say we were playing this D in the melody, okay, and then we were playing this A flat major 7 sharp 11 chord. While we were playing this A flat major 7 sharp 11 chord, you'd have to play the A flat Lydian scale. Just a side note, but the melody already worked out pretty well for us in this particular example. Then we started the melody again, playing an A minor 7. Here is an A, so I decided to play the major 7 sharp 11 chord here. It was literally just at random. I decided here is where I'm going to play the chord, and I did. So E flat major 7 sharp 11, that makes A, the melody note, the sharp 11, okay? Then I did something very interesting at the end. At the end, where the melody kind of goes like this, it resolves on the C. So you'd expect the chord progression to finish again on C major, but I did what's called a deceptive cadence, where it goes to any chord but the chord that you're expecting, and I played the major 7 sharp 11 chord. So the melody note was C, which made F sharp major 7 sharp 11 the correct chord to play in this case for the reharmonization. So I used the F sharp major 7 sharp 11 over the C melody note before resolving back on the C. Hear how it sounds. It's got a nice tension to it that leads really nicely back into the C. So this is not the only use for the major 7 sharp 11 chord. I've done an entire video dedicated to the major 7 sharp 11 chord and all the different uses it has. So if you want to check that out and go a bit deeper with this chord, check this video out here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click like, let me know what you thought in the comments, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Keep an eye out for my book coming out on Tuesday. It is called Chord Charisma 2.0, so there is a 1.0. The first version of my book, Chord Charisma, is already out, and you can grab the first 2 chapters of that for free, so you can get a preview of what's to come. Those first 2 chapters will show you how to write a basic chord progression and then create more advanced chord progressions with the use of extensions like 9ths, 11ths and 13ths. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, head down to the description and grab your free copy of the first 2 chapters of the first edition of Chord Charisma. So, as I said, check out the other video I've done on major 7 sharp 11 chords, and I'll see you there. Have a good one.